On the second morning of xalps, I had probably about 20 k's in a straight line to get to the Wagrain turn point. So this was the first glide. It's kind of lucky that the paddock was steep enough to get out through the trees. It's a bit of a risk because the Swiss guy, he just walked straight through the valley, and it was probably a tiny bit faster, but it's always good to skip doing some road miles. So I was able to land across the valley without having to descend the valley, although I did have to descend this little lump to get back on the track going up the hill, so I lost a little bit. Could have had just a little bit more height to get me on some fields further on, but I have to climb up the hill through the wet grass, another glide, and this was supposed to take me to the Wagrain turn point, which you can see ahead there, but it didn't quite. I just landed a little bit short here. I needed a tiny bit more height. There was a little bit of valley wind starting as well, so it meant I had to cross this creek, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. It's only about 10 minutes, but still a bit annoying.
Right, another day, and about 9:15 when I meant to do these, I would have been having a hot shower at this campground just south of the Ashau turn point, about 14 k's south actually, but I'm hoping to glide most of that tomorrow after hiking up a hill. Beautiful area, just had a nice sunset, and I've got my checklist here. So current position is in the high 20s, pretty much near the back. There's a few quite a way further back, and the leaders are not in Italy yet, so it could be worse. The distance covered the last 24 hours, well, I got to Wagrain turn point with 2 early morning glides. A bit of walking through wet grass to get there, and then a long slog up a ski field in the hot sun. Thank you.
So as I said, that night it was a long hot slog up a ski field to get up here, a bit different to the wet vegetation of the earlier in the morning. But managed to find a climb here, and there were several guys that flew before, Gaspar and Tom the Dolorod and a few others, that went west-southwest, so I was keen to go that way too, try and get some height before crossing the big valley. And Hachi the Korean, whose supporter helped me launch, he opted to cross the valley earlier towards Hochkönig, behind him there. That's Tenningerberger, and just behind Hachi is Wagrain. So we kind of diverged. Well, he crossed here too, but he went more to the front, and I went to the back looking for a climb. I was here for ages, and it was just really slow, unfortunately. And then a big long flight. The first part where I got stuck for ages in this shady sort of, they looked like they would work, these good mountains, but I ended up losing height there and just crossed the valley.
It's very pretty, but I've been here for way too long. So it's going to skip through the grass.
So Hochkönig's there under my wingtip, and I just stuck around here trying to find a decent climb to get across the valley, but ended up losing height and having to cross anyway. Yeah, it was a bit of a waste of time and all that shade, maybe a bit of bad luck with my timing. Maybe it'd been better if I'd been there an hour earlier.
And then I was really lucky to get a really low save just at the bottom of the valley, which was fantastic, and that got me going up onto the Hochkönig.
Wow. Well, that was an absolute gift getting a climb from this line. And back on track, there's a whole load of climbs.
So that mountainy bit ahead is pretty straightforward, some good climbs along there, some good flying, but it got a little bit trickier as you got closer to Ashau, with the valley wind sort of starting to push in and dominate things.
And things are looking up.
I've pretty much been on the move all day. I sat down for 5 or 10 minutes trying to put my harness on for the big flight, but I've sort of knocked off early, like got to the camp around 9 o'clock. feel pretty good. I've just got a couple of blisters on the soles of my feet, but they're sort of not too bad yet, so hopefully we'll do more flying and get a bit of a rest. And I really felt well rested after the long flight today, even though I wasn't going anywhere. It felt good that I was not walking.
2015 xalps, I was on the last pop up before I cross over to the coast.
And along there, but then it got a bit trickier as we get in towards Usher with all the valley winds. And basically I blew it. There's a part where there's all these south-facing cliffs, and I was just flying along there kind of pretty fast, not worrying about it too much. And later I saw the cloud where I should have made sure to get high. And
It's getting tricky now with the northerlies. Usher's pretty there for one person. And I'm coming in here.
So I crossed back onto the southern faces and tried to get a climb here. Gaspar and this new ride got a climb around the corner, but for me it was just too windy. You can see me being pushed, swept up by the valley winds there, so I landed just in front.
could be worse. I went for an evening buoyant glide after walking maybe 7 or 8 k's along the highway. I climbed up the popular paragliding site at Kirsten, and it was a really nice buoyant glide, and I was basically going like sideways to the course line, but it means that there's nothing in the way tomorrow because I can sort of glide down the valley after hiking up the peak.
Lovely. Oh, well, a little bit disappointing that I didn't manage to tag the turn point with my earlier flight, but that's a good consolation prize. Soaring up maybe 100 or 200 metres and then a nice buoyant glide.
And best moments of the last 24 hours, probably that low save out of the valley. It was really hot down there, it would have sucked walking up the sunny slope. The weather is good tomorrow, so another good flying day. It'd be better to be high in the mountains. I was looking forward to a downwind dash with the valley winds working with me, but I didn't manage to get it, but Kriegel and a bunch of other guys did. But they're still this side of Italy. They might have trouble getting over that high pass with the snow, and perhaps, I don't know how high the cloud's going to be tomorrow. Have you guys got anything to say?
No, nothing that I want to say.
Yep, they've been good little supporters.
We hope
So-
you get a good night's sleep tonight.
Yeah, thanks to Echo X and thanks to all our sponsors, and thanks for all the support. It's all really fun, blah blah blah. Yeah, we're going to chill out and eat dinner and go to bed.
Yeah.